Hey everyone, it's Gonna Run 13 again, and today we have a knife review in a long line of knife reviews that I've been putting out through the past couple of months. And today we're going to kind of go on, I'm going to show you a pretty interesting blade. It's kind of a cool blade, and in my next review after this is going to show the very far extent of the knife spectrum. This on the far end of one side and the other one being on the next, and I'll get into that, and you'll know what I mean. But this next knife is a inexpensive knife, and it's just an overall fun, cool, somewhat practical knife. You know, it all depends. So going on this knife review is going to be a neck knife review. Okay, so this is a very, very, very small neck knife, okay? A very, very small fixed blade knife, period. And what I mean by this being on one end of the spectrum, and my next review coming up in a day or two will be on the extreme far end of the spectrum, because that will be a 9-inch combat Bowie knife, being the Becker BK9 for all those who are interested in that knife. Will be coming up in the next couple days. But this right here is a small, little, tiny fixed blade knife, and I think this warranted a quick knife review on it itself, because it is a practical little knife, and it's pretty cool, cheap, inexpensive, but a well-made knife. This right here is the Cold Steel Super Edge, made by Cold Steel. Picked this thing up for $15. So very cheap as far as price. But if you've ever seen any of Cold Steel's knife videos that they usually test their equipment out on, and you will see that this is no exception. Cuts extremely well. Very, very, very scary sharp for a little blade. Now it comes with this little ring. You can use it as a keychain or a neck knife like I'm using it right now, or various other ways, I suppose. But comes with this little ring. Chose to put it on as a neck knife for right now. Comes in this little Secure-X, as they call it, their version of Kydex, like some of their other blades come in. This is the Secure-X Kydex little sheath that comes in. Okay. Has good retention on it. This thing ain't coming out. So the sheath is pretty cool. You know, you can't go wrong with the sheath for this type of knife. Anyways, deployment of the knife. And yes, this is the knife. Get you a nice little close-up view of this knife here. Cold Steel. It's got serrations throughout the blade. This part of the blade is plain edge, and then on and off serrations. It's got a craton handle. Alright. Little lanyard hole, if you would like to affix a lanyard to this. The blade is 2 inches long. Very small blade, 2 inches long. Craton handle. Nice and grippy. You know, there's not much purchase to this knife you get with it, but you can still get a pretty secure grip with these 2 fingers, gripping it throughout your hand, you know, for stabbing, slashing. You know, you get a comfortable grip with it. You feel like you have some control on it. You can, you know, grip it right here with the thumb, under the thumb guard, you know, like I said, for stabbing and slashing. You can do a reverse grip on it too, pretty much using your same two fingers. This thing is scary sharp. Blade. Here we go. We'll zoom in on that again. Kind of give you so you can focus. Super Edge. Made in Japan. Cold Steel made in Japan. This blade is made of AUS 8A steel, Japanese steel. So it's not a cheap little knife. You know, for $15 you're not getting a cheap knife, you know, manufactured in China. You know, it is overseas, but it's manufactured in Japan, which is a huge difference if anybody, you know, knows anything about quality. And, you know, real good quality control on this, what I've messed with. This thing is pretty darn sharp. We'll go ahead and just do a quick little... You know, definitely cold steel sharp like pretty much everything else. Seen some cool videos on this. Of course, Cold Steel's video where they went through a side of meat, steak, big hunk, cut through leather belts, no problem, through big four or five thick cardboard slices stacked together. So I mean, the purpose of this blade as a neck knife, you know, you don't even really realize it's there. It doesn't imprint much on your shirt. It's really light. It weighs 8 ounces. But purpose of this knife, you know, is just to have a quick little knife to deploy for cutting tasks like you would with any kind of EDC knife, but also, you know, as a defensive tool. You guys would be surprised what you can do with a 2-inch knife. I mean, something this scary sharp, you can do some damage. You definitely can do some damage. I'll put this, kind of show you this in comparison with, I just posted my EDC video where I'm carrying a 3-inch small little, this Camillus VG10 Tanto folder. You know, that's a 3-inch blade and a 2-inch blade. 2 small blades, but in a defensive matter, I think you can, I know I can, I could control some situations with these. So, neat little knife. Thought I'd show it. Guys, 15 bucks. I think it was like $18 with shipping. So you could get this real economical. I'm trying to find something else to kind of show you just as a comparison to the size on this. Maybe my little, I mean, this Leatherman is a smaller, not a super small leather, but this is their Wingman, and you know, this is just about the same exact size, the whole thing. You know, it's got a nice little spine on it. I don't know what the exact measurements on the spine is, but like I said, 2-inch blade. I think overall on this is, okay, so the blade thickness is 5/64 of an inch, 2 millimeters. Blade length 2-inch. The handle is 2 5/16. Total overall length is 4 5/16. OS 8A stainless steel, made in Japan, Kraton rubber handle. So here you guys go. Just want to do a quick video, nothing special on this. Throw that out there. Nice little 2-inch razor sharp neck knife, Cold Steel Super Edge. It's Cold Steel Super Edge. So next video, guys, far end of the spectrum, we're going to go with a 9-inch combat Bowie knife, the Becker BK9. Pretty excited for that. I'm looking to do a overview on a cool knife, which I'm waiting to get my hands on, and that's the SOG Force. It's a new knife. That thing is really cool. Looking to get my hands on that. Also a K-Bar fighting knife, and possibly Cold Steel Master Hunter. You know, not all knives that are going to be coming up real soon. If any of those you guys want to see reviews on, let me know. I'll make sure it happens. But those will be coming up amongst other things. And some new and old guns, gun purchases and old guns that you haven't seen. Quite a few firearms that we haven't gone over yet. And amongst some other good survival and prepper techniques. Prepper tips and ideas and survival techniques, guys. So 2012, you know, we'll see where we go with my channel. And so just a quick look at a small knife, so you better look fast. Alright guys, Gunner Run 13, we'll talk to you later.